she's making me do all the things.
You literally just had me so bad. Like, I really almost peed my pants. Like, it's just,
Oh, my God.
Welcome to Celebrity Truth or Dare, the show where your favorite stars take on bold dares, spill juicy truths, and reveal who they really are. I'm your host, Bernadette Beck, and today's guest is a certified icon. She's a singer, she's an actress, and she's completely taken over Melrose. She's bold, she's unfiltered, and she's here to take on the most chaotic and fun game in podcast history. Give it up for the Queen of Melrose herself, Cosmo. Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Gorge.
But
That's one of my favorite songs
Bernadette.
by the Four Tops.
Yes, Bernadette. Yeah.
Like, my favorite. Were you named after that situation?
No, I was born Catholic. So my mom was super religious, and I was named after Saint Bernadette.
Oh.
And then she left the church, and I was stuck with the name Bernadette.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty name.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Me too, Cosmo and Dominic. So are the saints Cosmo and Damian?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm Cosmo, and my twin brother was supposed to be Dominic, but then we had to name him after my grandfather, Joe.
Yeah.
But that's where Cosmo came from, Cosmo and
Cool.
Damian. Yeah, so we're both Catholic schoolgirls in trouble.
Love it.
It's amazing how we came out so lovely.
I think that's probably one of the reasons why.
Yeah. But we're like empathic, and we knew that was like, we were here for a reason.
Exactly.
You know, and I would be like, no, I'm gay. Here I am, 5 years old. Like, I'm gay. And the Bible says the truth will set you free. And I'm gay. And, you know, that's the truth. You know, and I would like fight with these people having Bible studies in my house every Wednesday, you know, Brother Lily and Sister Lily. I'm like, you know, they came to the door. My grandmother let them in. She was a devout Catholic.
Yeah.
And then they came to the door. You know how they knock on the door, the Jehovah's?
Yep.
And she let them in. They never left.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the monarchy of the family, my grandmother was going to church every Sunday, converts to Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Yeah. So anyway, we're here, girl.
We're here. We're doing it. Love it. Okay, let's start. All right, you're going to love it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So, we're doing this. Truth or dare?
I pick dare.
Dare. Okay, love it. Get right into it.
Live on the edge.
Okay. Cosmo, I dare you to give us a tutorial on how to shut down a hater, Cosmo style.
Okay. Well, you know, hate is the new love. Okay. And in the words of Madonna, when they stop hating and talking about you, that's when it's time to worry. Okay. So haters are going to hate, you know? So basically, I either just ignore a hater, or I'll just say, like, hate is the new love and just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving, baby.
And shoot him in the back with a prayer, girl.
Love it.
Yes. Now, the old Scorpio in me from New York and Harlem, there would be a fist fight. There would be ambulances at the door. You know what I mean?
It's going to get messy.
It's going to get messy, girl. I'm either going to bite you or pull your hair out of your head or both and scratch you. But yeah, I evolved, you know. As a Scorpio, I learned to, like, pull back, you know.
She's an evolved queen.
She's evolving.
Yeah.
Yes. So now I'd rather just have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And a cigarette.
Love it.
Yes, love.
Okay, next round.
Yes.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Tell us the craziest night you've ever had in LA or New York.
So I moved out here. I moved to LA. I'm going to do my testimony. Where's my robe? Oh, I have it on. Okay. So I moved to LA, and I'm a hairdresser. And I lived in the Valley next to Michael Jackson, and everything was oh so fabulous. You know what I mean? My father gave us a life here that we didn't have in New York. So he worked in the Palm restaurant. So it was like really good money, and we were like, you know, living like, you know, we moved on our, like the Jeffersons. Okay. Long story short, so I'm doing haircuts, and my cousin goes, I'm going to make you meet this lady. Her husband's a movie producer, has a lot of money.
Wow.
And they live in Granada Hills. And you're going to go over and do their hair. I'm like, oh, I'm excited, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I walk in, and I see this little lady, you know, tiny. She goes, I'm doing her hair, you know, and we're talking, you know. And she's like, I think my husband, she goes, I'm engaged to be married. And I'm like, wow, congratulations. That's great. She goes, but I think my husband's gay. So why, you know, what why are you telling me this? Because the hairdresser knows
Yeah.
it all, right? So I'm like, you think he's gay? Why do you think he's gay? She goes, because he's into, can I say it?
Go for it.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. She goes, he's into fisting. And I'm like, he's into fisting? Like, what? She goes, yeah, we get high and he wants me to fist him.
Oh my God.
She goes, so I think he's gay. So I'm like, I would think so. Like, there's something there.
Yeah.
You know, before you get married, I would definitely investigate, girl. So anyway, she goes, could you come over, you know, tonight?
And just see for yourself.
And just see, like, just feel the room and everything. She goes, because I don't know if I want to marry him, but I'm really in love with him and he's really gorgeous. I'm like, okay. She goes, there's going to be cocaine there. So I'm like, okay, I'm there. Because I was like a cocaine addict. We all were in the 80s, right? Go to the house and I walk in and there's an 8-ball on the table. And then I see him in the bed with these 2 mirrors. Right? And I just see this gorgeous, gorgeous, hot man in the bed. And she goes, come in, let's talk. She made me a drink and, you know, we're talking, kikiing and everything. Anyway, we got into a situation, girl. So it wasn't pretty. But as long as there was cocaine on the table, I would have kind of did anything. Because, you know, the party, I go wherever the party is. And I went along to get along. And then it just ended up very tragically. She ended up hysterical crying. Yeah. And she's like, now I'm sure there's something wrong with him. God. I said, you needed me for that? You know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody, like, to each his own. Your fetish is your fetish.
Yeah.
But that was a little bit too much. And, like, she wanted to have that. Seems to me like she wanted to have that little white picket fence and like I was like, girl, wrong road, period. So that was one of the things. I don't want to get into specifics, but it was pretty awful. So that's like, to answer your question.
The craziest
freak off.
LA. Yeah.
Made DIDDY look like a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that probably takes the lead on that one for sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you could just imagine, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be specific. I mean, I don't mind being specific, but, you know, that's kind of enough information, right? You got the picture?
I got the picture.
Okay.
I think we got the picture.
Yeah, not pretty.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then kind of in a way, as tragic as it was, you liberated this woman from having potentially just like a lifetime being locked into something that wasn't right for her.
Right. You know? And like from a young age, like I always hung out with older people, you know what I mean? And they always come to me for like advice.
Yeah.
So like I do believe like I'm this empath and I just know like what's going on and I could just like solve a problem more for people than myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But so it was kind of a gift I had at that age coming up, all from the Bible study, you know what I mean? Saying you can't be gay, you can't touch yourself, you know? And I was like, wait, hold it right there. Like, the truth will set you free. Like, I'm gay and this is the way it is.
Yeah,
you know?
that is your truth.
Yeah. So from that table, it's just like, I just became, my father's like, where did you come from? You know what I mean? And like, he was proud in a way because I spoke up for myself because he was so afraid that I was going to be gay and abused and beat up, you know? And that's why he told me he didn't want me to be gay when I was younger. He goes, because I know I worked in gay clubs growing up, my father, and he's like, you know, I didn't want you to have that hard life.
Yeah, he's trying to protect you.
Yeah, but he goes, but you got balls like an elephant.
He's like, you can handle it.
You can handle it. Like he was like proud of me at that point too. So I always had my father's back, thank God. Yeah. Awesome. I was lucky. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Next round.
Yeah.
Truth or dare.
Okay. Can I do this to you too?
No, it's one way. It's all about you, Cosmo. Okay. It's all about you.
All right. Would you come on my cast and we could do something? Like, ask you a question? Okay.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. It's about me. Okay.
All about you, Cos. All about you.
Let's do it.
Okay. So truth or dare?
Dare.
Dare, another dare? Okay.
I need to get my blood boy. Yes.
Nice. Okay. So I dare you to pick a random word from this bowl right here and freestyle a fake perfume commercial using that word. It could be something like totally silly, unexpected. It could be, let's say it's Desperation by Cosmo. But I've got some really fun words here you can pick out of it.
You might even have my fragrance in there.
Who knows?
Yes. Okay. And then I'll tell you about my fragrance. That's sold out, right, by the way.
Nice.
Again. Okay, I'm going to need a CNI dog. Okay.
You can do it to the camera.
Okay. Okay. Can I use a prop?
Oh, absolutely. Go for it. You can use anything.
This is my bottle, my new fragrance called After the Housewives of New Jersey. It's called Receipts. So when your man is out cheating, honey, and when your girlfriends tell you and call you and they say, I got receipts, you just spray yourself with a little bit of this fragrance all over. And
You're doing so good, Queen. Oh my God.
I can't believe I'm doing
You're doing better than I ever
Anyway,
could.
yes.
You rocked that. That was actually so good.
Yes. Okay. So you just spray yourself with this bottle. It's called Receipts, the new brand. How fabulous. And when you spray it, your man goes nowhere. He breaks up all relationships, and you're the one and the only one, as long as you're wearing Receipts.
Yes. So good. Love that.
Yay! Oh my God, that is so cute though.
That was good.
Imagine a fragrance called Receipts.
Receipts?
Girl.
Yes.
The queens are living.
Yeah, we're gonna like bless you with some brand deals your way, some spokesperson
Let's
like
do
opportunities.
it.
Absolutely.
Lap dances. I love it. Let's do it.
Cool. Okay. Going again. Do you pick truth or dare?
Truth.
What's the most dramatic breakup you've ever had? And I want you to be honest. If you had the opportunity, would you bring them back into your life again?
Yeah, absolutely not. But I am friends with all these guys. It's crazy. Like I'm friends with my exes, what I never thought would happen.
Wow.
You know, and number two, they always come back.
Ooh, they always come
They
back
always
to the
come
queen.
back. So this particularly happened not too long ago. This was like maybe, I want to say 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
So basically, I'm like, okay, I'm older now. I'm single. I'm happy. Like, I don't need a man. You know, I have Wendy Williams and my meatballs and my Huskies. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good. So some guy came in my life and he was like, I'm a trainer and I sell Herbalife. And he goes, I'm going to get you in shape. So I'm like, what? But for some reason, I believed him. But it wasn't the Herbalife at all. It was how hot he was.
He was like 100 out of 10. Like,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Like if you go to a Herbalife convention, girl, I literally think they're all porno stars. I mean, they're just one is better looking than the other. Okay. So anyway, so I joined Herbalife. I lost weight. You know, I was hiking with him. Whatever he said to do, like eat kale and chicken and have these shakes, I was doing that, girl.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister saw a picture of me in New York. She goes, that's not Herbalife. Cosmo's in love again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the Herbalife did help. It gave me this nutrition. I mean, I was just like, okay, you know, I put Wendy Williams to the side. I started making turkey balls instead of beef balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it was working. I fell in love again.
Yeah.
But it was like right after I got sober. So everybody's like, be careful with relationships. You know what I mean? Because they're more addicting. People are more addicting than drugs.
Really?
So, yeah. So I'm like, so I asked my guru, I said, yeah, is it okay to see this guy? And he met him. He goes, it's fine. Like this guy, he loves you. You love him.
Yeah, it's healthy. Your
Girl,
life's
you're
being turned
healthy.
around.
He brought his dog over.
Yeah.
But when he brought the dog and the suitcase over, I was like, no. Red flag. I saw the flag because, you know, I'm empath. And I saw the flag even though I was so like hopelessly devoted. And I was like, no, you can't move in. You can't move in. And he's like, no, I want to move in with you. And I'm like, okay, you twisted my arm. Okay. So it started like a three-year relationship. And it was really great. And the first 2 years, it's always the 2-year mark. You notice that? Like when you're with a guy,
yeah, 2
it's like
years.
2 year, 2.5 years. And you're like, you're going to make it or break it.
Yeah, at that point. Yeah.
So 2.5 years, he was a bouncer at a club. Okay. So every night at 2:00 in the morning, his motorcycle, he would run home, right? Jump in my bed. Like it was amazing, you know, and then we get up and next day go hiking. And I met his grandmother and the mother and the sister. And, you know, he's like, I want you to meet the priest that married my parents. And I was like, and then I met the whole family. And it's like, it was like, wow, this is it, Cosmo.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
actually
like,
happening.
this is it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cut to, he stops coming home at night. Right? And it's getting like 3, 4 in the morning, you know? And basically, I was addicted to this guy like I was to drugs, even worse, because people are worse than crack. Okay? So, but I really didn't know this. Like people would tell me there's another program. It's called Sex and Love Addicts. And I'm like, I'm never gonna need that. You know what I mean? I'm sober. That's the one.
Yeah.
The white horse, right?
Yeah.
Little did I know, I caught him cheating.
Oh,
I go to Mercedes and like he would take my car sometimes and he would leave the motorcycle home. And they go, Mercedes go, you know, there's a tracker on that car. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, let me install the tracker, girl. And the tracker, he was going to somebody's house.
Oh my God.
After 2.5 years.
Oh.
This is the ring. I still have it.
My
I keep the
God.
jewelries.
You kept
keep
that.
the
Yeah.
jewelry.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was not pretty. It was like a domestic violence thing. Like, you know, the woman that and he's all, you know, like
He's a big
guy, girl. And I was
yeah.
all skinny on Herbalife, like skinty girl, like a cute mama, you know.
Cute housewife.
Cute girl.
Yeah.
And so I found him and at this club and basically busted him. And you know, when the mother you hear the story, she takes the car she lifts the car off the baby.
Yeah.
It was
strength.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, girl.
Yeah.
But my New York mob wives came out, girl.
Yeah.
And that was it. And the bouncers go, oh my God, like, what is he doing? Like, this queen up. And I was so angry because he didn't want to come home and he got real cocky. And it was just like the worst nightmare lesson. I call them lessons, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't call them breakdowns anymore. I call them like breakthroughs, you know? Yeah, years ago, it would have been the end of me, you know, probably. But yeah, so thank God I had a strong program. And then I had to go introduce myself to the other program, which I said I was never going to need. So anyway, long story short, he called me yesterday.
What?
He's like, do you need some more Herbalife?
Oh my God, no, Cosmo. Wait. Is this like the first time you've heard
No,
like,
no.
you guys talk?
We made up, like he goes, I feel like I have to make amends to you.
Good.
Because what happened was after he did that to me, the girl that he was dating.
Oh, so he.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of left me for this person. Yeah. And it was a girl.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
When he was like, I'm tired of pussy. It's toxic. I don't need that anymore. It's you. After 2.5 years, you believe it is you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So anyway, my fear was like, it was like the hottest like stripper in the club. Okay. Like I was like, oh, you're just devastated, girl. You know what I mean? Not only was she another girl, which I can't compete with pussy, right? You know what I mean? And that's fine.
Yeah.
But she was the hottest one in the club. You know what I mean?
That's painful.
I was pretty hot too. Like I was really thin.
Yeah.
They were calling me Cosmo Kardashian.
Oh, I love it.
I was walking around the gym. I used to wear two booty pads. I was feeling myself.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, whatever he did to me, she did to him worse.
Wow.
Like bad.
That's usually how it goes, though.
Girl. And he was like, I want to come back. And I was like, hell no. You know what I mean? When you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
It took a minute. But I had to go, like, I had to go to meetings, to get that together about, I didn't know that sex and love was like such an addiction. Like it's a thing.
Yeah.
People can go. Thank God I went for the help,
Yeah.
I wasn't alone. There was other people going through the same thing, at my age, and so we got behind it. So now like we're friends, we're friends. Yeah. But that was the most devastating breakup ever.
And I love how you refer to that as being like a lesson.
Yeah.
That's how you survive these things. I mean, at the time, it's completely
what
devastating.
doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And believe me, like I did, like I relapsed, I did drugs, like, like I tried, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like just looking, I just wanted to numb the pain.
Yeah.
So thank God, I had some, some programming and experience in me, and I took the right road, I could have easily went backwards, you know what I mean? So it's like breakups are devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look at J-Lo, like, you know what I mean? You look at like, I was watching Oprah a few years ago and it was like, Oprah's like, how do you cheat on Holly Berry? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like gorgeous. So I guess guys get tired of pizza every night. Like you really got to know what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but thank God I grew from that. You know what I mean? And I became a better queen. Thank God. And we're still friends.
Yeah.
We're still friends. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think why so many people just connect with you is because you have this way about you where you've taken that pain and all those experiences and you've used it to like help other people through their darkness and come out of that into the light.
Yeah.
Well,
I take the shame away from it, you know what I mean? Because I talk about it, and it's like, it's just like, it's like, if I could help people out there, you know what I mean? Like get like sober or like, there's ageism too. Like a lot of people are afraid to talk to somebody. Like I knew if I didn't talk to somebody and got help, like I could have been a statistic.
A statistic, yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another round. Truth or dare, queen?
Let's do dare.
So I dare you to call someone on speaker and tell them you're starting a new life as a Jehovah Witness. And try not to break character for 30 seconds. Can you do that, queen?
Who would, just to see their reaction?
Just to see their reaction, just to see what they're going to say. Just to see what they're going to say, their reaction to you being a Jehovah Witness.
Let's call Donato. What should I call my twin brother?
This is going to be fun.
This is a fun show. I'm like gagging. I'm over here gagging over here.
Hello.
So I wanted to tell you something today.
Okay.
Very personal. Are you alone?
Yeah.
You're not on speaker, right?
No.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go back into religion.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm going to go back into religion.
Like which one?
I don't know. I was thinking about like back into Jehovah Witness.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
What made you decide that?
I don't know. I just like, I had all the bells and whistles and the fame and the glamour. And it's just like, I was kind of just happy of being simple.
Uh-huh.
Like, and going from door to door and going to having meetings. And I just feel like I would have a stronger connection to my faith.
I'm thinking, is it April 1st? Is it? But I'm like, part of me is like, I support you with everything. Part of me is like, no, I don't want to lose my fun queen Melrose.
No, you know what? I was like, who am I going to call? I got to call my business partner, Donato. And like, yeah, you're on speaker right now in front of like the whole.
God, please tell me because I was like, I was like,
I know it. You know what? I had you for a second. I did.
I was like, let's close the business. It's over. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. Jesus. Like, I literally have.
And I've been a little tormented lately, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna believe me.
And I'm so trying to support you, but at the same time, I'm like screaming, no, don't. Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Like,
I'm on this hilarious podcast, and this girl is too much. And she's just asking me. She's making me do all the things.
You literally just had me so bad. Like, I really almost peed my pants. Like,
oh my God. I can't believe how I got into that role. That was great. I just got to remember what. Yeah.
As soon as we hang up, I'm joining Scientology. I'm done.
I just got to remember this train of thought I just had for the movie I'm filming this week. Okay. I love you. Didn't mean to scare you. All right.
Okay, well,
bye.
You did. You scared me. I'm going to go clean myself up.
Girl.
Wait, Cosmo, that was so good. You even had me. I
needed this today.
I want to go back to that simple life, door to door. I mean, like, it just all came through.
No, because he knows that I've been going through some lately. You know what I mean? Like some spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
And right now he's like, Scorpio, you got to be really careful because it's like there's a whole Scorpio moon, and he believes in all that. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle this, Donato. And then now I called him. You saw him? Like he was like, yeah, he was doubtful. That's so hilarious.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for doing that. That just made the whole episode. That was everything. Love it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, next round.
I can't go on.
You can't go on.
It's too much.
All right. But you have to keep going on, Queen. You have to do it for the people. The people want that from you.
Okay. You talked me into it.
Truth or dare, Queen? Truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. Okay.
The truth will set you free.
Truth will set you free. Okay. Have you ever faked being someone else just to get out of a really bad situation?
So I come to LA, moved to LA again. It all happened in LA. I should have stood in New York. It was fine. I moved to LA and I am looking for drugs, okay? Because I told you I'm a recovering drug addict for real as I'm working on Melrose and like this crazy work ethic and designing clothes for NSYNC. I had this little side darkness and I would just go do drugs, girl, and make sure I was at work the next day, tired, exhausted, but she must go on. It was a lot, girl. Okay, managing two lives.
Two different lives.
Ooh,
yeah.
It was a lot, girl. So I go to McAdden and Santa Monica Boulevard, and there's a library there. And that's where the drug dealers used to hang out, back in the day. And so I go to get my stuff, and there's like a little fence there. And they go, turn around. You're on cops. So I turn around, and there's like literally lights like this and a fuzzy camera in my face. And you're on cops. So I'm like, what? So anyway, they go. And I knew I had a warrant. So they're like, do you have any warrants? What's your name? So I said, I'm Joseph Lambino, my twin brother.
Oh my God.
So anyway, and I'm praying that my brother didn't have a warrant, So they go, you're Joseph, where do you live? I'm like, I live in Beverly Hills and, I just out here looking for my boyfriend. I was scared.
Yeah.
So that's in the public, that me on cops. So they go, I think my brother wind up having a warrant too. So we will take you in, but if you sign this release, we'll let you go. So I signed the release. Meanwhile, I had all cocaine in my mouth. I was afraid it was going to come out of my teeth, And I signed the release, and they said, this is a release to show your face on cops. And then a few months later, people are calling me from New York, and they're like, you're on cops.
Like, Cosmo? Is that Cosmo?
Yeah, like, is that you?
Like, what?
No, really. Even my clients, like who I was doing clothes for, back in the day, and they're like, you're on cops. Like, Oh my God, we see Cosmo. So like my friend in New York, she's like, I hear Cosmo on my TV set. I hear that voice.
That voice.
And it's you on Cops. Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I said I was my brother
Yeah.
to get off. But I didn't get off anyway. But being I signed the contract, I didn't know what I signed.
You just want to get out, and
I wanted to get
next exit, please get me out of here.
Please let me go.
Yeah,
this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then it was like the first year of Cops. Yeah.
So it was like pretty popular at the time.
They still play the same episode till this day.
Do they?
On reruns, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So that's it. I pretend I was my twin brother. Yeah.
So what did
It's in work.
What did your twin's Joe, right? His name
Joe.
Joe. What did he say when he found, like, did he see that episode? Like, how did he find out?
He would say he was me too. Like
okay, so it's going both ways.
Because we were both like the Terror Twins.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were both fucking around with drugs. You know what I mean? So when he got pulled over, he would say, I'm Cosmo. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, he wish he didn't say Cosmo because I had more warrants than he did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But we would do the blame game, even in school.
You back and forth.
We would switch, as twins. We took fully advantage of that.
Oh my God. So you like swap like identities and like pretend to.
Now it's going to be hard to swap because now it's like my brother's one of the last hot Italians. You know what I mean? Like he's all built.
Very macho, very strong.
Bald-headed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Joey Buttafuoco. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it would be hard to do that now. But when we were younger, we were still identical.
I feel like for Halloween, you guys should swap.
Yeah.
You should dress as like a certified queen.
Yeah.
With the hair, the Farrah Fawcett. And you should be like a macho. Like, that'd be kind of fun. Yeah.
So last year for our birthday, my business partner, Donato, threw a huge birthday party for us. It was so amazing.
No way.
Twins.
Cool.
So they were like, you have to dress as Cosmo.
Yeah.
You have to like get this blonde wig and put it on and have Cosmo dress as you.
Oh, nice.
So I was down to do it, but he's like, no.
Oh.
Could I just be a mafia dude? So he was a mafia dude. We didn't want to push the envelope.
Yeah.
He already like has to live with me and live with the queen.
But we'll keep asking though.
We're gonna maybe this year.
The invitation's
maybe
open.
you'll have a little influence.
Yeah, maybe.
You're like, come on, Joey.
Come on the show. You guys can swap. Love that. All right. So next round, truth or dare?
Dare.
I dare you to describe your most iconic fashion moment as if it were a tragic breakup.
Okay. So, Lisa?
Oh, I know the cult
Lisa,
down.
Lisa.
Yeah. That sounds familiar.
She sings, you know all her songs.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican from New York.
Yes,
She just had a Lifetime thing where they told her story.
Yeah.
She came out. She was like the first J-Lo.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she had this mullet. Remember it was short on the sides?
Yep.
And it was like longer on top.
They're
and
coming
it was, like,
back
long
too.
In the back. It's whatever happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
Is better now. When it's good, it comes full circle. Right?
Yeah.
So So I would have this mullet, this bulletproof mullet.
Mm-hmm.
And I would spray it with stiff stuff. That was the hairspray. And my hair was like a brick. Like it was so stiff. But it looked amazing every day.
Yeah.
So I remember having this fist fight in New York. Okay. And this was like my personality. Like I was a hairdresser. Cosmo's hair always looked so great. They didn't know I had concrete in it,
Yeah.
So anyway, this person went for my hair.
No.
Yes. My personality girl, right? That was another thing. Like you learn how to adapt.
Yeah.
When you don't have this look anymore.
Yeah.
What's the queen to do? Okay. So anyway, this person came for my hair and like literally I had so much hairspray in it. It just ripped it off. It just came off.
Like almost like a toupee. It just came right off in one go.
So I was receding back in those days. So this was hiding the receding.
Oh my God.
I was that hairdresser that knew how to work it.
Yeah.
Now it's fucking gone.
Like almost waxed off. Like boom.
Wax off. Wax on. Mr. Miyagi, this was wax off.
Wax off.
So anyway, that was another devastating thing in my life. You know what I mean? I remember that, yeah. So now, no more of this look.
It's tragic.
So now I'm bald, okay? So I was trying to hide it from being bald because I was getting more and more receding,
Mm-hmm.
So this is before like hair weaves and hair, extensions.
All the systems,
all the things that you could do now, right? So I am bald. So I'm like, what am I gonna do now? Like, so I even went to my uncle. He would do like astrology, you know, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, my hair's gone. Like, he's like, just shave your head bald and get an earring. But I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because I needed some hair, girl.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like the hair, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought I was Farrah, girl.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, I started wearing like Alicia Keys bandana.
Okay, that's a
At
move.
least I had
Yeah.
I could have flipped something, right?
Yeah.
And then I would wear like a hat over it. You know what I mean? And I just had to find some style quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then before you know it, extensions came out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I just got real creative really quick. And it just evolved. But yeah, that was where I had to change it. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
That was my fashion moment. And my hair was my...
And it went tragically.
It went tragically, girl.
Yeah.
But she's back.
She's back. No one can keep that queen down.
She back, honey. Yeah, resilience, girl.
Okay. So, truth or dare?
Let's do truth.
Have you ever gone completely broke and had to just completely fake it for appearances?
Luckily, no.
You always survived.
I always
somehow
had
stayed on top.
I was like a hustler.
Yeah.
Except like when I was like, again, in my little drug days. But I would work for this lady back in the day before I got my own stores on Melrose. And she would say, you throw your purse on the floor. You never throw your purse on the floor. You're going to be broke. And she was right. Like I always had like I was always have my last few dollars. You know, and she goes, I pay you good, you know? So I stopped throwing literally stopped. And it's an Italian thing too. Do you ever hear, don't ever throw your purse on the floor?
No, I never heard of that.
Yeah. So like if I was seeing you throw your purse on the floor, I would be like, girl, pick that purse up. And it's true, since I started picking that purse up and not throwing it on the floor, like you see, like when I walked in, I was like, make sure my purse is good. So basically, she's Vietnamese, and they would fold them. Like when she would pay me, she would like fold the money.
Is it like a type of feng shui?
It's like you just got to respect the money.
I see, yeah.
Because if you're just going to throw it around, you're going to be broke, you know? So since then, knock on wood, except for my drug days, like I would spend like thousands of dollars, you know, and the next day not even have money for a hot dog.
Yeah.
But as far as sober, no, thank God I always had a few bucks in my pocket. Thank God, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. But remember the purse thing.
I'll remember the purse thing. I've never heard of that. I love that though.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it does make sense.
Yeah.
You can't just like, if you're going to be grateful for something and have gratitude and want to receive, why would you throw it away?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and it works.
Next round. Truth or dare, queen?
Dare.
So I dare you to sing your go-to karaoke song like you're headlining at Coachella.
Oh, wow, girl.
Just a little bit, even if it's just like a chorus, just something.
Mm-hmm. How about my, what people really love, because I came out with 3 songs on Spotify, and they love my Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Yeah, that's iconic. We love that.
Did you hear me sing that?
Have yourself a, the whole thing.
Yeah, you want to sing with me? Should we do it?
Okay, I'm not a very good singer.
Neither am I. I sound like Ash Wednesday.
I think people want to hear you, though.
Okay. Would you join in?
Maybe.
Just pretend I'm Donnie and you're Marie.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Okay, ready? Okay.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. I'm gonna cry. You made me cry.
Did I?
She made me cry.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So that's my little song, my little go-to song.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that song.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know the rest of the lyrics, so I kind of dropped out. But, the heart was there.
Yeah, you could quit your day job. We got this.
We got this.
No, that song means so much to me because I grew up with that song.
Yeah.
And then we were in it it was Christmas and we were at the music studio. And the producer goes, why don't you just sing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas? And I did it. And it's like, I was bawling because that's like such a beautiful, beautiful song.
It is.
And my fans love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, like, I wasn't ready either. So I did it just for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
The fans are going to love it. They love that song. We want to hear more. We want like a full album, even if it's just like cover songs, like classics, just something.
Yeah.
Like for, we want that for you.
They want a Christmas album.
Okay. Truth or dare?
You have a dare that's good for me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Love it. Okay. So I dare you to create a fake promo video for your own reality show. Name it, pitch it, sell it in 15 seconds. The camera's right there. This is your opportunity to shine, Queen. I mean, you shine all the time, but this is an opportunity. This is a moment.
So it's a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So hi, Queen of Melrose here. Stay tuned to her reality show. It is like what would happen. All right. Hi, Queen of Melrose here. Stay tuned to her reality show.
We love you. Oh my God.
This one, she needs a raise. You start tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Oh, I'm here. I'm all for it. I'll be showing up at 10:45.
You can sell fashion like you do this. You're hired.
Yes.
Okay. Hi. Stay tuned to the new reality show called Queen of Melrose, and all her employees are the cast and other store owners on Melrose. So it's going to be a fabulous show. Stay tuned. It's talking about fashion and rehab and getting clean and sober and ageism and all the things and all the issues. And just know we're going to take it one eyelash at a time. And everything's going to be okay at Queen of Melrose.
Amazing. Cosmo on Bravo. We're here for it. That was incredible.
Let's chant.
Let's make it happen. Let the universe, God, the powers that be, just circulate the energy and bring all that in. Yes.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're amazing.
Oh, thank you. All right. So this is a great opportunity for you to talk about anything that you're working on, anything you want to promote. I know you were just doing a movie. We want to hear about it.
Yes. Okay. So I could tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So basically we have the stores on Melrose, right? So we have queenofmelrose.com where you could buy merch. And then there's Cosmo and Donato on Melrose. So that's more the Burning Man opulent store, okay? Then I have Cosmo's Glam Squad, and it's more the rock and roll hip hop store, okay? So these stores have been there like for 30 years, okay? But they do need support, okay? Because right now, after pandemic, Melrose fell. Everybody knows what happened. And the fashion world. And then they have Sheen. And they have all these things coming for a queen, okay?
Yeah.
But we're there. We're still on Melrose. And we still have fashion. We make our own fashion on Melrose. So come see the Queen of Melrose at Cosmo's Glam Squad and Cosmo and Donato on Melrose. And also, I'm doing a movie this week called Babyface Delaney.
So exciting.
And it's very touching. And I went for the table read last week. And it's very emotional because it's kind of like my story, you know, me getting sober. And it's a great movie. It touches on all the emotions. So that'll be coming out soon. So stay tuned and come see the Queen of Melrose and get a cameo and all the things. Mwah.
Aw, we love you, Queen. And where can people find you? Is it at Queen of Melrose on Instagram, TikTok?
Yes. So it's all the platforms,
text thing.
right? Okay. Can I say something else?
Yeah. Go for it. We have enough time.
So I am now doing the styling for festival season.
Okay.
So you could book an appointment with the Queen and I could style you like for your wedding. Like Burning Man's coming. Did you go to Burning Man?
I've never been, but it's on my bucket list.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get like a lot of burners, you know?
Yeah.
So basically we're open till midnight. But there's like Burning Man weddings. People are getting married there, you know? And it's like a fashion show. So Book an appointment with the queen. You know, she could style you for Burning Man or your birthday party or quinceañera or even going to Ralph's.
Love it.
Gotta look good in this town.
Come support the queen, everyone. Come support the queen.
Yes,
We love you.
yes, thank you.
She's a
Thank
singer,
you.
she's an actress, she's an entrepreneur, and she's our queen.
Thank you, Mama.
Love
Means
it.
a lot.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for this episode of Celebrity Truth or Dare. Thank you so much for watching. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never have to miss another moment. We got more iconic celebrities coming your way. See you next time.
Dare.